You were tired of being broke, you needed some money, so you search on YouTube, how to make money online. You stumble on a guy telling you how easy it is to do dropshipping. They show you the cars, they show you the fancy lifestyle, and you believe them. So you get excited, you buy their course, you do as they say, you build your store and you run the ads. And it all goes to shit. Wow, what the F just happened? You lost all your money. Reality sets in, you are furious. Not because you've lost all your savings, but you've already bragged to your parents and friends how you were going to become rich. You now look like a failure. You go back online and start yelling, "Dropshipping was a scam." Does this feel like you? Because believe it or not, this is how most Shopify dropshippers end their story, in sadness, pain, and frustration. And the worst part of it, you see some outliers showing screenshots of millions they've made dropshipping, while you are still on the other side asking yourself when your breakthrough will turn up. And you start to question yourself. Am I dumb? Why are they making money while I can't? Because it seems like no matter what you do, it never works. No matter what product you choose to sell, it never works. No matter what strategy you apply, it still never works. Well, believe it or not, it wasn't your fault. Because the underlying root cause of why all dropshippers suffer in pain and agony is because they never learned the fundamental principle of business. To make you understand this principle, we need to rewind a bit to the past and learn the history of dropshipping, because when you know the past, you can predict the future. And when you can predict the future, you can see what others can't see. And when you can see what others can't see, you can make moves others can't make. Dropshipping became popular in 2014 to 2016. At the time, the market was blue ocean, meaning only a few people were really doing it, and the market wasn't saturated. At the time, Shopify was still brand new and not that popular, and since it was brand new, only few people really knew how to set up a website, import products, process payments, etc. And those who could cross over the difficulty and learn how to do all these were the ones making bank. Because since there weren't many of them, they could do it. There was no competition, and they could just take all the money to themselves. And at that time, you could make a lot of money because consumers didn't know what dropshipping was. So when they saw an ad, they never knew it was dropshipping, and they would buy, which made few dropshippers millionaires. We mean at this time, all you had to do was set up an ugly website with an ugly product description, and you could make money, even if you were stupid. But as time went on, Shopify blew up and leveled the playing field.
Global e-commerce sits at about 5 trillion today. It'll be about 7 trillion by 2025. And I think Shopify is certainly one of the most dominant players in that space and the dominant player for independent retail. But right now it's clear. I mean, consumers' favorite brands are almost entirely on Shopify, whether it's Glossier or Vuori or Alo Yoga.
Setting up a website was no longer a difficulty, and you could import products from AliExpress with one click through Oberlo. And the worst part of it, all gurus started propagating dropshipping as a business model, and everyone wanted in on the little secret to making money online. People started jumping on it, so knowing how to set up a website, import products, and process payments was no longer an advantage. Things became difficult, but a lot still made money because not everybody knew how to make ads. But later again, things changed. Facebook made their ads easy, and everybody and their dog could make money dropshipping by setting up simple Facebook ads. More people entered the market, meaning Facebook increased the cost of running ads on their platform. And most dropshippers who did not know how to properly run a business lost all their money. But then a few years later, influencer marketing became popular, and few people started jumping on the train and using influencers as their main traffic source. And since nobody was exploiting that traffic source, they could make a lot of bank. 10,000 a day. 60,000 a day, 1 million a day. You see them posting these videos on YouTube. It was unbelievable. So people started buying to that strategy and jumping to the influencer marketing wagon. But as you would know by now, it never lasted. People started bombarding influencers to promote their Shopify store. But this time, it became worse because consumers were now aware of the sales process. Now, when they see an influencer talk about a product, they immediately think it's a dropshipping store that's going to scam them. So they stop buying. You can see this happening everywhere. And the worst part again with all of this, as courses are being sold, tens of thousands of people are jumping on the same strategy, making it worse and worse and making the strategy obsolete. It becomes worse and worse because you have no competitive advantage over other dropshipping competitors, because the main strategy they teach you is to copy. Find a winning product and copy it. Find a winning ad and copy it. Find a winning store and copy it. That's why all dropshippers are poor, because they're copying what's working. They're copying and pasting. To put it another way, when newbies enter your market, they can copy your product in one click through Oberlo. They can copy your ads through Facebook ad swipe file or Ad Spy in one click. They can even copy your influencer marketing efforts through marketing softwares like InfluSpy or Menia. They can even copy your Shopify template by finding the name of the template online. They can copy everything. This means in one single click, tens of thousands of businesses can become your competitor. And when this is the case, it's just a matter of time before everything goes to hell. We mean, how many websites have you seen selling the same product for a long period of time? Because if you really think about it, that's the main reason most dropshipper stores never last more than 6 to 8 months. Because when they start making money, everybody and their dog starts copying them. That's why no one likes to show their e-commerce store in this industry. And since they don't have any competitive advantage from making the competitor copy them, their dropshipping store stops working. That's why all dropshippers are poor, because they keep copying what's working in the past. You can see people yelling to go to Snapchat to make money with dropshipping. And now recently, you see people telling you to go to TikTok, and some are even telling you to rank your website online to make money. Again, it's working now because very few people are doing it. And when it becomes popular that everyone and their grandma is doing it, it becomes less efficient. So when you see gurus shouting about how much they made, ask them, when did it happen? Where did it happen? What technology aspect allowed them to pull those numbers? And more importantly, are they still doing what they preach? Because what no guru will tell you is nothing rarely ever lasts in this game that we all play. Things change, and you need to always be ahead of the competition. That's why you should never learn tactics, but learn principles that will guide you to come up with your own tactics no one is aware of or using. You see, those who really win in business are able to see ahead. They are able to break the model everybody is using. And by the way, this isn't new. It's happening everywhere. Airbnb broke the hotel business model and won. Uber broke the taxi business model and won. Netflix broke the Blockbuster business and won. Amazon broke the Walmart business model and won. As you can see, this doesn't just happen in dropshipping. It happens in every business you can think of. So if you want to win in business and stay ahead of the competition, sit down and ask yourself, what is the current business model everyone is using? Then ask yourself, how can I break the model and create a new business model out of the current one? When you can answer that question, then you can stay ahead of the pack and always win, while all your competitors will always be behind and won't understand why they keep losing. One guy that really explains principles of traffic is this guy called Russell Brunson. He noticed the same thing we discussed in this video about online business, about the rising cost of ads, the huge rising of competition, and with some secret business structure, he was able to dominate everybody and now makes $100 million a year online. He even wrote a book on his business structure no one is using. And to help you out, we decided to make an explanatory video on the principles he shared in the book. So click on the video that's showing to the left to watch it, or click on the video to the right YouTube thinks you might enjoy.